Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Hawk.
Jacques.
Hawk.
What up, folks? What is popping? What is good, y'all? What is going on? Hello to everybody. Welcome into the 2022 season. Hey, man, we're here, dude. I'm excited. I hope everyone else is excited as well, too, man. Jacques. Hey, bro. We ready, man. It's season time, dude.
Yes,
real.
we are. We are back, guys. And I know a lot of people wonder why we do what we do, right? It's the anticipation, and you gotta let it simmer, right? You got all the other podcasts out there holding it down and doing that thing. But we, like you said, Hawk, we back. And we got some big things coming this season, guys. So just be on the lookout. Y'all gonna see some things, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. So we hope everyone is doing well. We guarantee on our next show to be a live show for sure.
Yeah.
We want to get an opportunity to discuss a lot of things that's going on, of course, in camp.
Mm-hmm.
With the players that's out there, the rookies and those things. And as well, we're going to discuss these Baltimore Ravens. It's a preseason game. So we get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But hey, man, football is back, man.
Yep.
Put in the comments, man, if you're excited about the season, man. I mean, I hate how everything happened last year, man, but hey, we got a new season. We got the same defense. We got some discussions, brother.
Yes, we do. Yes, you do. And like you said, just move forward. Like you said, last season was the past. It's the past. Let's move forward. Let's get this bad taste out of our mouth, and let's see what we have for the 2022 season. So definitely.
Absolutely. So, well, cool, man. Like I said, I'm excited here and there. I'm really happy. During the off season in between, man. Hey, we got kids in school, work, and all those things, man. You know what I'm saying? But we back. We ain't going nowhere. For those that might have thought that, we're here, man. We're here for sure.
Right.
So cool, man. So Jacques, bro.
Yes, sir.
Camp is here. This is the first year in a while that you and I haven't physically been at camp. Well,
right.
We can't. There's only certain people that have that particular access.
Yep.
So, we want to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But our eyes have been on the streets, eyes and ears on the street, on Twitter, Instagram, on the radio station. We've called the radio station, who've talked to different people during the off season, man, on a lot of stuff on camp, man. And, who we drafted, the free agents that we brought in, man. So man, tell me what you feel about camp, bro. Tell me what's your insights, man.
And you know what I've always said about camp and preseason. A lot of people look at that as it's a big deal, but no deal, right? And I've heard nothing but really good things coming out of camp. We had an early hiccup in camp with Traylon Burks, right? Yep. The out of shape, the asthma thing. And I think the media kind of blew it out of proportion to the point where you didn't have to blow it out of proportion like that, right? You didn't have to do that. Like me and you talked about it offline, and we had a conversation, and you said, and I said, it, man, a joke out of shape. Hawk, you suffer with asthma, so and it was like, okay, with him doing his media rounds, with him doing his draft rounds, it's hard to kind of get in there and get a session in to train for the actual mini camp and rookie mini camp and everything. So I kind of looked at it and I just shoot it off. I said, I'm not going to make no big deal out of this. If we wanted to, we could have made content on it, but what's the point? I'm not going to do the young man like that. He hasn't even had a chance to really get out there and prove himself. But when he did, when he came to training camp, he came lighter, he came quicker, he came focused. And it's just this rookie class period, man. One key word I want to say about this rookie class is maturity. They're very, very mature beyond their years. You're hearing good things about Roger McCreary, where Todd Downing is saying that he doesn't even feel like a rookie, right? Traylon Burks, of course, is doing his thing, and then you got the tackle Paris, he's doing his thing. Kyle Phillips is a sleeper, which me and you talked about that. We knew that he can be a deadly weapon within this whole thing. You're hearing Chase Campbell from Ole Miss. He's making some noise, right? You're just hearing about different little elements. And then you get into the second-year players like Racing Math, Caleb Farley, right? Those guys are making plays and making splashes. So they're good things that you're hearing. The tight end group is making runs. We went from having Ferkser, Michael Pruitt, Tommy Hudson and all them to now having Chig and guys, what's his name? Hooper, Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. Yep.
We now I feel like it's a we're coming together another exciting thing that I'm excited about is Tannehill is getting reps with his receivers and his tight ends.
Facts, no paper, sir.
Something that he didn't really get to do last year. And the people that he did get to do it, which you can tell within the season, he had chemistry with them. So I've been hearing just nothing but good things and competition, and rookies going to be rookies getting important reps. So that's what I've been hearing, man. What about you?
Man, I've been hearing the same as well, too. There's been ups and downs of things that I've heard, from different analysts. And what I would say is, man, look, we're on offense, a very young team. We're currently loading right now, man. Y'all see that on the top of my head right now, man. We're loading, okay? That's all we're doing right now, okay? So when I look at the particular team for what I've heard in camp, of course, when you think of Malik Willis, I've been hearing a lot about him, as far as, some people saying at the beginning, he stunk. There was people that, you look at Jared Stillman, they said he stunk. He stinks. And so my thing with him as well, too, with Malik, man, is like the guy's a 3rd-round pick. He's a rookie. You can't expect him first day of practice to come out balling out, right? Mm-hmm. So it takes time. It takes progression. Everything is with rookies are going to be a progression. Quarterback and wide receiver are probably the 2 hardest positions to make as a rookie, okay? And so I wasn't concerned. I wasn't panicking because there's 2 things that he has that's undeniable. He has a rocket arm and he can run, okay? Mm-hmm. Those things are unbelievable. All you have to do is ask Madden. Look at his stats on Madden. Mm-hmm. He's top 8 or so in throwing power and run. That's unbelievable. So he has those things, those elements already. All it's going to take now is more just continuing to have him mature, continue to learn, and those things. The good thing is now he's running with the second team. Mm-hmm. I've heard, that Logan Woodside has been running with the 3rd team. They still have him on the depth chart as the second quarterback as he should be. He's been here for a while. I get that. But, I'm hearing that Malik is getting better every single practice. He's getting better. And then when I'm looking at, clips on Twitter, again, I wish I could see it, man, because every time we see it. And what we have said, if you go back and look at our previous shows and you look at what we saw in camp, they have pretty much been about 95% correct on even how the season goes. Shout out to Jacques, man. Jacques was like, Hulk, that boy Tannehill, man, he out there throwing picks. And I'm like, yeah, he is. I saw it. We saw it. I say it's preseason. They'll work it out. Right? It happened, right? And, and then we looked like players like Caleb Farley was struggling in camp. It transcended. So I've seen Ryan Tannehill balling in camp right now, man, throwing dimes all over the field. I really like what Robert Woods is bringing as a veteran. I've been really, really impressed with Kyle Phillips, man. I really think he has found a spot. Mm-hmm. He is no question he will be on the football field. Traylon Burks. Yeah, I said, that man is out of shape, bro. Mm-hmm. He's just out of shape. Yep. And whoever is his conditioning coach, thank you. Yep. Thank you. You should be hired as a main strength and conditioning coach if you're not already, whoever you are. Because it's rare to see somebody that out of shape come back in shape, that lost about 20 pounds, ready to run through. So from what I've heard in camp, I've heard that the rookies like Chig has been balling. I see it. Chig has the ability. Chig is going to get a lot of playing time. The tight end Chig, I keep forgetting his name, but Okwanko is his last name. Yeah. And Chig is his first name, but it's short. Petit Ferrer, the lineman, getting a lot of burn at offensive tackle. So, So I'm just saying, man, those are good things I'm hearing in camp for sure. Mm-hmm. And we got concerns, of course, we'll talk about, but I'm going to right now highlight those good things. I think the offense is better than the defense right now in the camps right now.
Big fan.
I'm seeing DB's getting burnt out there left and right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll
talk about it. So real quick, you said you had concerns, right?
Oh, yeah.
You ready for this? So,
yes, sir.
Ask you, my brother.
Yes.
You see, I have my 3D goggles on.
I see them.
I got my space goggles on.
I see them.
Getting to the money. So, real quick, what concerns do you have?
I got concerns, man.
Okay, talk to me.
I do. I think more than anything for me, and a lot of people not talking about this, it's the offensive line. I got concerns. We know Taylor Lewan is going to be on the left side, left tackle, done deal. We know that. And Taylor's going to bring his game. When he plays well, we do well, okay?
Right.
He's our best offensive lineman, I think, in my opinion. And you got Nate Davis at right guard. He's got that soul. Of course, Ben Jones has center soul. So 3 of the 5 solid. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you who else is going to be on the field right now. Aaron Brewer right now is our left guard. Dylan Radins is our right tackle. Mm-hmm. I'm not comfortable with that right now. Okay. I'm not saying they can't do it, but they got a lot to prove. Aaron Brewer, and I know people talk about his size. He's a small lineman, right? He's like 265 or something. I'm like, dang, it's a light joker. But he's a good guard. He can play. But to depend on him in the regular season, going against, big defensive linemen every game and not having a whole lot of experience, I'm going into the season questioning the left guard position. And I am with even Dylan Radins. I mean, Dylan Radins had a great game, the one game against the 49ers against Joey Bosa. Salute to him in that regard. Nick Bosa, excuse me. But I will say that he's still improving. Like last year as a rookie, you're a second round pick and you can't even play. You got free agents that wasn't even drafted ahead of you. That says a lot. Then we draft Nicholas Petit-Frere. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Go back to the draft show that we did. I said our first 4 round picks. I was right. I'm going to caveat to that as far as the position. I said wide receiver, corner, offensive line, and tight end will be our first 4 picks. And that's exactly what we got. Now, Malik Willis was in the 4th round, but that was because of a trade. But I said that to say that we need an offensive line. We need offensive line depth. And Petit-Frere is going to battle Dylan Radins for the tackle spot. I would like to see Dylan play guard and put Petit-Frere. But after that, man, we don't have nobody. Mm-mm. We have no depth at all. Taylor Lewan goes down, we're in trouble. Okay. We got Christian DeLauru is the backup tackle. Like who? You got, Jamarco Jones, Jordan Roos. Just a bunch of dudes. Hey, as much as we get hurt, I'm concerned about our offensive line. And because of the fact that we are a running team, Derrick Henry's going to have the ball in his hands. Are we going to block long enough to keep him healthy and to keep him running? That's a question mark, bro. Our offensive line, I have concerns. It's not little. I have major concerns about our offensive line, bro. That's just me, man. What about you, Jacques?
I think depth, period.
Yeah.
I say depth, period. Not just offensive line, just depth, period. Because, yeah, I know we battled injuries. You did actually a damn good job last year for all the injuries that we have. So I'm not worried about that. If somebody does go down, I think Vrabel and John they can kind of mimic what they did last year to where they got that winning attitude. Defensively, I think we're fine, minus the corner position.
Facts, no paper.
But even there in the safety, that's why we brought in what's the guy's name? We just signed him off the street. You know who I'm talking about. We just signed him. That's how I ain't gonna say you
really DB.
Yeah, we just signed a safety.
AJ Moore?
Not AJ Moore. It's another safety. Yeah, we just signed another safety. Yes, we did. For depth. And that concerns me. Like the depth itself concerns me. Literally throughout the top and the bottom. I think the deepest depth that we have on the team is the defensive tackle position, and that's where your depth is coming in, and also linebackers too. That's where your depth comes in. But other than that, quarterback. Let me say this. I trust Malik's athleticism over Logan Woodside any day. Let me say that. So if we need a play, I know he'll get us a play. Running back, I think running back, you have good depth as well on running with the running backs. Receivers, the receivers are getting those reps, those important reps. But the problem with the receiving position is too. Robert Woods goes down. If Traylon goes down,
man, bro,
that's what I'm saying. So the depth itself is what concerns me.
Yeah,
and maybe the Titans trust, because I trust the Titans. I've trust what they've been able to do. So I guess they trust what they got. Another good thing, I will say a good thing is we haven't had any true injuries in training camp like we did last year.
That's a
so
fact,
I will say that you do have durable players. Not saying you can sustain that throughout the season, but you do have durability. So I think that's one thing that I'm fine with. You see what I'm saying? So
yes, sir. Yep. Hell of a point, bro. So in saying depth, because I totally agree with that. I really do. It's a concern for sure. Is there anybody, saying that's right now? Is there any players capping right now, bro? If any players got this cap on their head? Are they capping right now? And I say that, are there players right now that really need to take the cap off and step up? Who needs to step up, man, right now?
Yes. Okay.
Woo!
So I'm rooting for this kid. I'm rooting for him. Dez Fitzpatrick. Dez, I feel like he stepped up, but we drafted him in the 4th round last year.
Yes, sir.
And he was on the practice squad. And Racy McMath is doing what his name is saying. He's racing. He's becoming a downhill threat, man. This kid is becoming something special. Okay. He's athletic. He can play special teams. Dez has to have a preseason to knock out. He needs to have a preseason where he knocks the ball at the park, literally. Yeah. If he doesn't have a preseason, it's a wrap, right? You can probably either take his butt back on the the practice squad or it's a wrap. Another person, Larrell Murchison, right? Yep. Larrell, he gets lost in the sauce. He's made some plays, but he gets lost in the sauce a lot, like a lost in the sauce. So if we brought in DeAndre Walker, right? Yep. From the Texans. So he's another person that's making noise. So it's not really a big need to step it up or he's gone, but Farley, okay? If Farley don't get his stuff together, McQuarrie's creeping up on his heels. Not saying he'll take it, but the way McQuarrie is playing, and you know that was my guy.
Yes, sir.
I talked about McQuarrie, man. That was my guy. That's my guy. So he's creeping up. So those 3 players need to have a great matter of fact, need to have an outstanding preseason in order for you to come into the season with the number one thing. But I'm not saying they're going to get cut. The person that you got to watch out for is Dez. Dez, he better get it together. It's a wrap, dog. What about you?
Dude, I'm telling you, that's a fact. I'm gonna add to that, bro. I'm going to say that boy Chris Jackson needs to step up.
Oh, yeah. Okay?
Yeah. All right. Because, we bring in, Roger McQuarrie. We got, even Greg Maben's been stepping up. He played pretty well last year. Elijah Molden is out. So you would think Chris Jackson would step up. And, from what I've seen on Twitter, now Chris Jackson today had a really good practice from my understanding, but he's had a rough camp. There's receivers making him look bad out there. Okay. Like, there are times, Kyle Phillips has been lined up one-on-one with him, chopped him up. Chris Jackson's over here. Kyle Phillips is over there. That's not a good look. There's been times in tackle drills I've seen Chris Jackson, slip up and miss tackles. Chris Jackson needs to step up. He's a utility DB. He's good enough to stay in the league no matter what because he can play safety, corner, and return kicks. Mm-hmm. But, right now, what I'm saying, sometimes you can sort of outweigh your welcome. Mm-hmm. So I think Chris Jackson really needs to step up. Like right now, like he needs to step up. There's opportunities for him because you got Theo Jackson out there. So it's like, Chris Jackson, can you just figure this out and get it right? And I think as well too, Mason Kinsey needs to step it up. I know a lot of people, root for Mason Kinsey and things, but with Cal Phillips being here in that same spot at that slot receiver, and you already got Nick Westbrook-Akina, it's like Mason, he was undrafted, so he's made it farther than what people might have thought. But right now, Cal Phillips brings special teams as far as kickoff, punt returns. I know Mason Kinsey can do that, but I think Phillips poses much of a threat. So he's got to be careful as well. Mason Kinsey is going to have to really step it up to stay on the team as well, in my opinion.
All right. So, Hawk, I know we talked about players that need to be that needs to be basically on their toes to make sure they straight throughout training camp and ultimately make the team in a roster spot. Let's talk about our opponent tomorrow. Preseason actually starts tomorrow.
Yep.
We play those Ravens, man. Let's talk about it, man. Gosh. Let's talk about it. Talk about them, bro. Talk about it. Let us know how you feel.
I know the Ravens. I know it's a preseason game. And for those who have watched our show long enough, know for a fact that's my number one nemesis. I cannot stand the Baltimore Ravens. And I know the Ravens, beat us the last time in the playoffs. We do remember this too, right? We do remember the infamous stiff arm on Earl Thomas, right? Man, look at that. Take a look at that, man. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. Earl, what are you doing, bro?
You made him quit.
Exactly. Derek, you made that man retire, didn't you, bro? Look at you, Earl Thomas. Man. But I'm just being petty right now. That's all. It's the preseason, man. So it's all good. It's all good. So, looking at this game, man, again, it's the preseason. So I'm not expecting, Lamar Jackson to play, even if he played maybe a series or so. So, not much to look forward to for the starters in that regard. J.K. Dobbins is coming back, from his injury. I think more than anything, man, they're going to look more into their young defensive players. They got Kyle Hamilton, the rookie, who's a safety. For right now, I don't think he's on the starting lineup right now, but he'll get some playing time for sure. They'll put him out there. And you got to look at, certain players like, they bring Patrick Queen back and those guys. Baltimore has a pretty good defense. They did let a few people go, but they still got their mainstays in Marlon Humphrey. But they did bring, Marcus Williams from the Saints. So I was kind of, like, well, why would you draft Kyle Hamilton so high? But Hamilton will be out there. The receivers, of course, they're gonna try to throw it to Bateman and Duvernay. I've seen in camp, I see that Bateman went back to his number 7 that he wore in college, so he's wearing that number. So I mean, nothing to look forward to. I mean, it's just a preseason. But those rookies, those high draft picks will be out there. I'm wanting to see how Kyle Hamilton looks out there to be drafted so high at safety. He didn't run the 40 really fast. He's I know you've seen some tape on him as well too. I know you call him like Hulk. Ooh. So hopefully we'll expose that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think for us, I'm more interested to see how our rookies are going to do against their defense. You know what I'm saying? How Chig is going to do, how Kyle Phillips, and of course Traylon Burks. I want to see how Traylon Burks is going to do on the field. He'll probably get to start out there, get a few catches and things. And so this is an opportunity for our rookies to get some more playing time, more burn for sure. So I hate the Ravens, nothing personal, but the Ravens has always been a thorn on our side, man. And so, but it's preseason, I can't get too mad at them right now.
Right.
So yeah, man. So what about you, Jacques?
So, like you said, man, what we want to do is, man, we want to make sure, I mean, we put them on this. You know what I'm saying?
Turn it down.
We put them on this. We put them on the screen. You know what I mean? And get them going, and then make them say. Then you're gonna make them say, huh? You see what I'm saying? We're gonna make them say, huh? So I know everybody remembers the infamous logo incident, right? Yep. The last time they came here and the playoffs or whatever, right? But just to talk about the preseason game, like you said, Lamar, the key players are not going to start. Okay, it is what it is. Now you'll see, like you said, Rashawn Bateman, Avery Duvernay, the new rookie, the rookies that they got, Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's from Central Michigan. You have, like you said, Kyle Hamilton. You got a couple of guys that'll get some playing time on their end, that they have some things, because the Ravens have some things to clean up too. And they had a lot of injuries like we did last year. So a lot of guys are going to get back in that rotation to get it going. On our side, this is a chance for the rookies and second-year players to take what they've been doing in camp. Everybody's been raving about it. Everybody's been talking about it, what we've seen on Twitter, what we've seen on videos, and put it to use, right? Shut everybody up. Get all the doubters, get everybody going, and just put them out. This is a chance for Malik Willis to get important game reps to the point where he gets up to NFL speed as quick as possible, right? You're not going against your own teammates. You're going against a different opponent. He's going to make some mistakes, guys. So when he makes mistakes, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me. It's okay. Yeah. He's a rookie. But once he makes that mistake, everybody's going to freak out and say, oh, no, I told you we shouldn't have ever drafted him. Stuff like that. You just get that out of your mind. This is where rookies, we want them to make their mistakes and learn, right? Yep. This is where you want them to get in there and get it going. I'm very intrigued to see what Racing McMath can do. I know they've been saying that the Titans scheme they've been throwing it down the field a lot. And I want to see that. And now we might not see that in preseason because it's more of script. This is non-scripted. So you're going to see little preschool plays, right? Little simple things that they're not going to do. They're not going to open up the playbook. So just give us a preview of what Tim Kelly brings to this offense, because it's not Todd Downing. It's not Shane Bourne. No, it's not Todd Downing. I mean, I don't even like him. That's how much I don't like him. If I forget his name. It's Tim Kelly. This is what you're gonna see in a Tim Kelly's offense. This is ultimately Tim Kelly's offense. So you're seeing it in training camp. Let's make it transpire to the preseason, and let's get these guys going. Hassan, let's get going, right? Traylon, Cal, Racy. This gives a chance for the Dylan Raiders to get important reps. Caleb Farley to get these reps. I mean, this is something. You won't see the King play. You won't see Tannehill play. You might not even see Robert Woods really play, because Robert Woods, he really doesn't have to prove himself, right? Austin Hooper, he don't need to play. Chig, this is important for you. So this is going to be, I think this preseason is going to be a fun preseason, because we haven't talked about the rookies like this since AJ Brown and them, right?
Yep.
And this gives them a chance for them, Traylon Burks, to shut that particular situation down, because I know that was a big deal throughout the whole nation and Titans nation. So this gives the rookies and second-year players some good game reps. So I'm excited for this preseason game and to see what these guys got. And if they make mistakes, I'm not going to freak out. Yep. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. It's called learning, and you guys are our future, so get ready. So
yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Great breakdown, bro. And Titan players, y'all remember that? We're going to Baltimore. Go in the preseason, stomp on the logo, stomp on them. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just being petty, man. That's all.
I say do it, man. Hey, that you know what that would do? That would get the season. I think that would get the NFL actually hyped up, right? They'll get everybody hyped up. I think they need to do that just to get some beef started again. But but man, do what they do, man. Do what they do.
For sure, man. For sure. So, man, this is having a good time, bro. Having a good time. So, So, well, cool, man. Well, hey, as we know, the season is coming along, man. Hey, we got so much to go over, man, this season, y'all. I'm telling you, we got a lot of treats for you guys. I'm telling you, and we are ready for sure. We are hitting other platforms too, Jacques. We TikToking, man.
We are TikToking, ain't we? we TikToking now, y'all. So if you got a TikTok, go ahead, head over there, man. It's gonna be some different things, some comedic things. If me and Hawk, when we get together doing some silly things, we silly, man. So we definitely, and we got a surprise for you guys that we can't talk about now. It's still in the works, but we got something in the works. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. It's coming.
That's right. That's right.
And,
of course, be on the lookout for our interviews with other podcasts and everything, for sure. We got some other things, too. We're going to open up, saying even more than what we've had in the past. We have a lot of things that we have on the bucket list for sure. You know what I'm saying? And we want to increase our female viewers, too, man. You know what I mean? We have some ladies that, follow us on Twitter and things like that. We want to increase that as well. Just a lot of fans that are ladies of the Titans, man. We want to bring y'all along as well, too, and watching our show, man, and anything like that, man. So we got so many things that we want to do this year, man, that's been different over the last several years. And so, just know, man, we're ready. We're ready.
Tell them just wait on it. That's all I gotta say is just wait on it. Y'all like the trailer? If y'all like the trailer, man, let us know in the comment section, man. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check out the trailer.
For sure, man, for sure. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, that ends our show, folks. Again, as always, thank you for tuning in to our show. We got some more shows coming. Of course, we're on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, just like on TikTok, Tennessee Titans Weekly, very easy to find. We're on Twitter, Titans Weekly 24/7. We still heavy on Twitter, as well too. We got shows coming as we've mentioned. I know some of you really like the Exposed show. If you all watched the Cincinnati Bengals Exposed show, everything we said was correct, though we lost the game and we didn't expose our team. That's the difference. But we're gonna bring in again Talking Titans with the homies on our Apple Pod. Man, so many things we got going on, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to contact us, you can always email us at TennesseeTitансWeekly@gmail.com. You know how we do, man.
Hit the DMs up too. If you're on Instagram and you want to contact us over there, if you can't hit the email, hit the DMs. We in the DMs, Twitter DMs, hit it all. But like I say, every show, man, get the content out there. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers this year. So definitely spread it, share the video, click the like button, and cut your notification bells on, because it lets you know when we post any content and when we go live, because y'all know how our live shows be. They be super, super hype. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Absolutely. So we hope everyone has a great rest of their day, as we will tune in tomorrow for the Baltimore Ravens game. Titans are at Baltimore. So it's a preseason, but we still want to win at the end of the day, build that culture, that winning culture for sure. So for you and yours, as we always say, man, facts,
no paper.